Hello and welcome to another Dominion League Season 64 League Tier Finals Championship match.
Wow.
This time, so last time we'd had the I Finals, this time we have the E Finals. Between alexconga and TheXtrategisT.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm here again too.
Yes, and as is so often the case, joined on commentary by Strumpf.
Okay, I've got a little bit of exposition dump here, which is both of these players have played in League for like 7 to 8 seasons each. You have played the TheXtrategisT in League before, twice.
Yes, I have. Mm-hmm.
alexconga has played in E and F tiers so far, and I wasn't able to find any like information on the preferred pronouns.
You guys love Val, so we can expect you to do A-League finals from now on, right? If that is what the people want, then we may have no choice but to provide it.
I mean, as you know, we always do what
we always do what the people
demand.
Want. Yes, as evidenced by previous events.
I have, in fact, already commented on an A-League match, but not on the finals. Anywho,
I've done the finals before, maybe once or twice.
Wow. You're so famous.
But now I'm more qualified than I ever have been to do the A-League finals. Because I'm in B.
Oh.
All right, we should talk about this board.
What?
DZ
No
says
way.
it's terrible.
DZ always says it's terrible.
That's true. There is Cultist and Sea Witch, which is pretty rough.
And there's no
Knights.
twashing.
Somebody,
there's a Knight.
Somebody forgot
and plan.
to put Knights on their ban list.
So there's no trashing. Okay, well, we have villages and we have junkers, and we have plus buy. And yeah. What would you plan here?
Yeah, that is definitely the question. I mean, obviously, you get more flexibility with a 3-4 than with a 4-3, but they both have 4-3s, so that kind of takes away one of the potential options of plan Blessed Village in the open. I think I would consider plan Courtyard. It doesn't look like that's what either of them are doing, but I think that would be a pretty nice opening potentially. They just both go for silver, and then TheXtrategisT goes double silver. alexconga does plan West Village.
And hits 5 on turn 3.
Yeah.
Which is good for them.
And interestingly, they pick up a Sea Witch, but TheXtrategisT goes for Buried Treasure, which does mean that they're going to be able to hit 5 again. Whereas alexconga does not, but does get the Blessed Village in the trash. So I think overall, I like the position for alexconga a little bit better. Oh, okay. So TheXtrategisT goes for Cultist rather than Sea Witch, which is also interesting. I think I like Sea Witch better.
I agree.
I think, like, if it was regular Witch rather than Sea Witch, I might be more inclined to say that I preferred Cultist. But I think with Sea Witch, the cycling is going to be very valuable. I mean, I think ultimately you probably play with both Cultist and Sea Witch, but I mean, unless things move very quickly somehow. But yeah, there's plenty of villages. Yeah, is this definitely part of the reasoning?
Do you want to share feelings about tide pools?
I don't think tide pools are very relevant.
Have you noticed?
I'm not worried.
Tide pools on this board.
I do think that was much too early to take a knight. Like I don't think it's very unlikely to hit anything right now, and it will continue to be unlikely because of the junking and like taking. If you wanted a village, taking a blessed village and getting a trash off seems better than than Dame Molly anyway. If they hit cultists, it's not good. Yeah. I mean,
that's kind of like a security, like an insurance thing there. Like your opponent goes for the knights, you go for the cultists and hope they get hit.
Yeah, I would like my strategy. Okay, well, my strategy here would have been to just not like I'm fine with letting my opponent like go for knights while I go for what I would say are better cards. Although,
oh, why didn't we play the library there?
To trash it, I guess. Yeah, which is reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm TheXtrategisT, I am not worried about like, oh, I gotta go get Destry or something like that. Like, I don't care.
I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's not a problem anymore, but planning a 5-cost card just seems like it's more likely to trash with a card that's less expensive. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some downside to it. It kind of pushes you in a more monolithic direction. Having the blessed villages is definitely more flexible. On the other hand, if you can give out like 5 ruins, the shuffle, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
TheXtrategisT has definitely been more successful handing out the ruins than alexconga has been handing out curses.
Yeah, and that's not like too surprising because the cultists can chain and the sea witches will tend to miss shuffles. I think the real issue though is that alexconga like went for these knights, right? I think like after getting the 2 sea witches, you could start picking up cultists instead of knights, and I would prefer that. Catching Anna was very lucky. Yeah, I agree with that. Like that would have been if TheXtrategisT had just gotten a couple of Anna plays in, like that's gives you more volume of trashing than just plan would be able to. So I think that's a pretty big loss, and pretty unlikely to happen that quickly.
Can we look at the trash?
There's currently...
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, are you playing those cultists?
Oh, yeah. You can give out all those runes. And you want to do it before your opponent triggers a shuffle. Like you absolutely play. I mean, it's an unfortunate shuffle to trigger, but like putting a 4th ruin into your opponent's shuffle and potentially, I mean, I guess I don't know if I guess they probably don't have any other way to get plus by other than buried treasure. No, okay, yeah. So the extra the extra money they potentially draw is not really very helpful. But now this is where it gets particularly awkward, right? Is like you're incentivized to buy cultists there to trash, but you don't really need another cultist right now.
Yeah.
But now that they have the buried treasure in play, they can like start getting more of those and like building a little bit more of a deck.
But like the piles are super low, so it's not gonna. This game is not gonna go.
True,
a lot longer.
But I think, well, alexconga doesn't really have reason to be buying cultists unless they're gonna end the game. They do have reason to buy Blessed Village, so that I mean that could still lower. And of course, like the curses can end up running.
Yeah.
But I still think you need, as TheXtrategisT, I still think you need like another buried treasure. I don't think getting by on 1 buried treasure is going to be a good idea.
So alexconga should do what here? Buy buried treasure or blessed village? hold on to the estate.
Yeah, I would definitely not trash the estate over the Ruin Library. But yeah, I think that's reasonable. Maybe buy the Blessed Village first and see what your boon is. Okay, well, because it, if it ended up being, like, if you ended up getting Forest Gift, then you could arguably just skip the buried treasure and take the Forest Gift for the next turn and buy a different 5. Which is why I would have preferred to know what the boon was before I did something else, but... So yeah, I think right here is TheXtrategisT. You really do need another buried treasure.
Buried treasure cultist. Trash that last curse. Oh, it's not the last. Yeah. I mean, obviously it's not the last.
Yeah, it's... I mean... Yeah, it might be correct. It is getting pretty close, but I guess, at most your opponent can give out 2 curses in a turn, and that's assuming they don't already have the Sea Witch in play, which they do, so they can at most give out 1. Which means they can't empty... Well, they do have a Ruin Market. Maybe they... I don't know how many Ruin Markets they have.
Surely they cannot pile.
I wouldn't think so.
And I mean, they can because they would need to buy curses and buy...
Give out a curse.
VT.
Well, it wouldn't have to necessarily have to end on curses, but yeah, realistically it would. So yeah, they'd be buying 3 curses, 2 cultists, and a province. That's... Yeah, they're not going to be able to do that.
No.
Are they going to buy another Blessed Village?
Are they going to buy another buried treasure?
Now, TheXtrategisT doesn't have very many buys to work with, right? Because they definitely do not have any Ruin Markets.
Yes.
So
they only have 2 buys.
It should be safe to buy Blessed Village if you want to. I think I would.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you going to do?
Blessed Village, buried treasure.
Or coins.
Well, and the boon might be really valuable. Yeah, I don't think you quite need to take a province here. I guess you could also consider Annex. I don't know how many good cards are in their discard right now, but
Annex.
No
Annex
Sea
is
Witches.
a card I do not see.
Yeah, I mean it's usually pretty irrelevant, but I think it's something you need to pay attention to here. I don't know that anybody should buy it, but like it's definitely something to keep in mind.
What does it do again? You gain a duchy, and then
gain a duchy, shuffle all but up to 5 cards from your discard pile into your deck.
Okay.
Well, it's the other order, but
all but up to 5. See, that always confuses me.
I know. But like, if you have a bunch of good cards and some junk, like you can use Annex to be like, all right, I'm going to put the good cards into my deck, but not the junk. The problem is I don't think they have any good cards in their discard right now.
So there really is no reason not to buy buried treasure, unless you want to buy a province, which you don't.
That's
need.
The reason, yeah.
But you don't.
Really... I would prefer to go buried treasure plus village.
Gonna use this small break to remind everyone that this is a tier championship finals match, and thus it's first to 3.5. And alexconga went first because they are the higher seed.
Sea Witch? Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I prefer the gains.
But like with Sea-Witch, you can hand out more curses. So
You
like,
can. It's true, but like
that seems helpful.
it is.
Surely TheXtrategisT needs a province here.
I don't think it. Nave, I don't really think it was a risk. I don't think there's any way for TheXtrategisT to end the game. And now it's very risky for TheXtrategisT to take like double cultist or something to trash here. Like that,
Yeah,
that
no
they
way.
clearly cannot do.
No way.
I think it is hard to pass up province at this point. Like you might just have to do province courtyard or province nothing, I suppose.
Province curse.
Huh. Like, what are your other options?
2 buried treasures.
Huh.
Or like buried treasure duchy.
Part of the problem is you just played 6 cultists. Do you have? I guess
So
you do have more
2
cultists down there.
Yeah.
Do they only have the one blessed village? Oh, they have one cultist down there.
Yeah.
What did the other one must have gotten trashed by a knight? I guess I don't remember that happening, but
yeah, I don't think they trashed a cultist with like while buying a cultist. That
no.
Yeah, tricky.
If they don't have another blessed village down there, that's going to limit a little bit how good their turn could be. I mean, not that much, right? Because like the only other, I guess this blessed village in hand would be the only dead card, but it does mean that taking a courtyard isn't going to do anything next turn. That's the main thing I was thinking about.
So you're saying they should buy province estate?
Well, that's not crazy. I mean, you'd rather trash the curse, but
yeah, but that's still risky.
well, and you just don't have a way to do it.
I mean, you do, but not if you want to buy a province.
Right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you neither have 11 coins nor can you put your plan token on province.
Oh.
Interesting.
Risky business.
Yeah, so if alexconga gives out 1 curse,
has 4 buys.
they do have the ruin market, so they could buy double curse cultist province to win. Or maybe they don't even need.
They probably can't because they have not. They don't.
They don't even need a province, right? No, they do.
No, they do because they take 2 curses.
Yeah, they go down.
Annex.
Oh yeah,
but that's not.
But annex doesn't really help because they're limited by gains, unless they have a second ruin market. I don't really know what.
An annex is not enough, right? Because TheXtrategisT takes 1 curse, but you take 2. Yeah.
So they're. Oh no! Don't. It's not the ruin market you want to filter out.
What? Would that have been it?
No, they need more coins than this. But they needed to find. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter.
But
like they needed to find.
Think they did.
They needed to find their other Sea-Witch.
But with 5 buys. Oh, that was 4 buys. Okay. I
Yeah.
thought because with 5 buys you don't need the province. You can do cultist estate. Oh no, that's still not enough. Okay, never mind.
You need to find the Sea-Witch. I just didn't think.
Oh,
I just
right,
thought if you're gonna win, you need the ruin market. So you don't want to discard it. You want to discard like you want to top deck like abandoned mine, but whatever.
Well. How the turntables have. So do we?
They also don't really have anything of value in their discard to get back with Annex, and they'd be taking on a lot of debt, so I wouldn't do that. Yeah, Courtyard makes sense. They have a ton of blessed villages.
They have so many villages. I mean, maybe not this coming turn, but... Oof.
I was also thinking about if they should move their plan token. But they don't have any curses, so it's not as impactful as it would be for TheXtrategisT.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This could be another cultist duchy.
Oh, I don't know. Then all they need to do is to empty is 3 curses and like an estate. Like give out 1 curse, buy 2 curses, and buy, maybe you'd have to buy duchy, but no, that's too trivial. You can't buy cultist here.
I mean, what is alexconga? Alexconga has a buried treasure in play right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it might not be trivial looking at this hand, but you just don't know that from TheXtrategist's perspective.
That...
Because, like, I think they do have... Yeah, I was going to say, I think they did have another blessed village down here. Like, it wasn't a given that they wouldn't be able to play that Sea Witch non-terminally and trigger the shuffle.
Yeah.
Now, this could be an Annex. There's... Like, you can put a lot of stuff into your shuffle with that. And TheXtrategist doesn't have any buried treasures in play, so they're still not threatening to win.
But it's not like alexconga is like hitting the big money. Maybe even 2 debt is a lot of debt. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. If you had, yeah, it would be better if you were playing another buried treasure here. I mean, you could definitely argue for just buying buried treasure as well.
Really?
Sure, because you like you're down by 3 points.
TheXtrategist doesn't have the buys. Okay, fine.
TheXtrategist at most can take a province here, or could they just buy a duchy? I don't know. I think if you're gonna buy a duchy anyway, I think 2 debt to annex and make sure you have a good turn is
just misses duchy.
Yeah. I mean, you can buy annex and at least get the duchy. I don't know if that's the right play, or if you have to, like, if you buy annex now, then even if you don't immediately lose, like, maybe your next turn is not going to be good enough anyway. So it might be better to hope that your opponent has a bad turn on account of the fact that they didn't buy annex, and then and then like that you can have a better next turn.
So what do you do here?
Well, if you're, I mean, so it's either by annex or it's by, I mean, possibly a state. Like, yeah, that's what they're doing.
All right, here goes nothing for alexconga.
Oh, I don't know about nothing.
Wasn't that just what you say when you get it? Is
yeah,
that not...
but in this case, okay. I think, well, I feel like it's, yeah, it's I would be more inclined to say that when I think it's unlikely to work out. Because in this case, I think it's very likely to work out. Although, that was a weird choice with the survivors.
Did they keep
to top deck the buried treasure? Why would you top deck buried treasure there? You could have, like, if you can find,
you just buy a
ruined market
and wait
you
for the
win,
next turn,
right? Oh no, I guess not necessarily. You need ruined market and 2 coins.
Yeah, you don't. So I think you just take province and wait for the next turn.
Yeah,
and win next turn. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
Unless TheXtrategisT finds province, even then,
the TheXtrategisT would now need a 3rd buy to be able to win, because they need to be able to.
Yeah.
Well, they need more than that.
Well, they definitely pull ahead here, so that looks good for them right now.
They do, but not by enough.
I mean, they're gonna take Province Estate.
Right, so they'll only be up by 1 point. I think if alexconga finds their other Sea Witch, then they only need Cultist Double Estate or Cultist Duchy. Well, and the Annex is a free duchy, so on the last turn. So you only need to hit like 5 coins with the.
What if
buy?
TheXtrategisT goes Province Annex?
Right, so that is the other consideration, and you do have a bunch of cultists that you can top deck by doing that, as well as your Blessed Village. I think that might actually be necessary.
Did they have 2? Because 1 was trashed.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well, whatever. I mean, they don't have any other terminals or actions in their deck anyway, right? It's just the cultists, so that's fine.
Is Annex a thing that you can only get once per turn?
No. No, I think they do have to buy Annex here. They do. So you can discard 3 curses and 2 estates or whatever. I guess you don't discard the curses, actually. You just discard double estate, duchy, double province. Yeah.
All right. This is... What do we need now? We need to
Sir Bailey might hit a cultist, too.
We need to find the Sea Witch. And then we need to have...
So they've got the Ruin Market, money. And they've already got 3 buys. So yeah, they only need
12 money is a lot of money.
No, they only need 7 money, right, for Cultist Estate, and then they can buy Annex.
Oh, that's true.
Well, they don't even need the estate because if they can give out the curse.
True. All right.
They literally just need 5 coins if they can find the Sea Witch, which they did not.
Not yet. They did not. Okay.
But they still should have enough money to buy a cultist, curse, duchy, annex. Yeah, that wins.
Yes. And they should see it because TheXtrategisT just bought annex. They should
be on their radar.
They should be reminded if they.
Well, you don't actually need. Yeah, they have 11 coins. They don't actually need Annex, right? Oh no, wait. Sorry, they do. Yes, yes, because of the curse, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Well,
come on, you got this.
Okay.
Looks good.
There we are.
Game 1 goes to alexconga.
You just hit done there. You don't need to select the cards. All right. Yeah. So validation perhaps for the
Sea Witch over
the Sea Witch line. I mean, I think...
Or you would have combined.
Well, I think the bigger problem... Yeah, I mean, I would have liked more of a mix. I think the bigger problem was that TheXtrategisT deck was so monolithic, which I think is because they didn't take enough buried treasures quickly enough. Like, yeah, you want to trash with the cultist, but you also...
Oh, definitely didn't.
It wasn't that they didn't have many villages. They didn't need villages given the composition of the deck, but they needed villages if they wanted their deck to be able to do more. So...
oh wait, the ferryman card only comes when you buy it? I didn't know that. That's interesting.
What do you mean?
Huh.
Oh, yeah, because you didn't gain a ferryman, so the fact that it's inherited doesn't...
So it's not on buy, but like on gain.
Yeah.
And you don't gain it when you inherited it.
Right. Okay. Watchtower is the ferryman card. So, what are you thinking about here?
I don't actually know. It's like I'm not a huge fan of the native village, but like it's our only village. There's like red catcher trashing. Transmute is there. I saw it. I see it. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would just like click on bridge and experiment and Redcatcher in the beginning and maybe try to do like a watchtower thing with native village here and there, but yeah, I don't know. Not clear.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
So native village bridge by itself is a combo. It's not like a crazy strong combo by any means. It's slow. But like you can do the mega turn with just those pieces because you set aside and set aside and set aside, and eventually you just pick up like your entire deck, and then you have a bunch of actions because the native villages, and you play all the bridges, and you do the bridge mega turn thing. We can do better than that here. And the question is, how do we like approach trying to do better than that? So yeah, I mean, you definitely want to play with Ratcatcher to do some trashing and not just have to use native villages for thinning. But you do also want to have native villages for maybe something, but certainly for actions. There is draw, like you mentioned, the Watchtower thing is definitely relevant. That has synergy with Ratcatcher as well as with native village. And to an extent with Ferryman, just because you can like manipulate like what's in your deck before you have to commit to playing the Watchtower.
Yeah.
There's also, of course, Experiment. And if you have enough bridges in play, experiments are cheap, then that's, it's not a lot of cost to get that draw.
So is this like you want to buy a lot of bridges early on just because it's the only plus buy, but then like you have, like your deck is full of terminals?
I wouldn't say a lot of bridges. One or maybe two, depending. Like,
you don't need more than that.
Not initially. I mean, eventually, yeah, but not initially. I do want to get City Gate at some point to help out my rat catchers. I don't know how big of a priority that is with Ferryman in your starting deck, though.
What did they open actually? Oh, this is only turn 3.
Yeah. Well,
oh, that's inherited.
Yeah, Bridge. Okay. So they both started with Bridge. alexconga on 5 coppers, TheXtrategisT on 4, and then second Bridge for TheXtrategisT and Ratcatcher for alexconga.
Okay. Oh, and then 2 Ratcatcher TheXtrategisT. All right. All right. This could be Peddler, Redcatcher.
The build order here is quite
oh, you want a City
tricky.
Gate too?
Yeah, I do. I want it. I don't know. I mean, it's possible that it's never the right time for it. There's just like a lot of different ways, a lot of different paths to take here. In terms of the build order.
Yeah, I would be very
very
overwhelmed. I guess I would like in the end do what opponent does and be like, oh, that's the correct way to play this? Okay.
I just wouldn't. I don't have a strong opinion about like what order to accumulate the components in.
Components being bridges, Ratcatchers, native village,
Peddler, Experiment,
all of it.
Ferryman.
All of it. Okay, I see.
Yeah, City Gate. Basically, I mean, you're not going to touch Transmute. You're not going to touch Gladiator. I wouldn't touch Barbarian, although maybe eventually, but probably not.
Is Barbarian like a knight type where it's got a range of things to trash, or
it trashes everything, but it just says what happens. Like depends on the cost.
Oh, okay, I see. I'm looking at the boards and I'm like, did we get all those cards in the quiz? I think we did.
Yeah, I think so. There's only 4 cards on my ban list, and I don't have a dislike list, but they have managed to find 2 of them in these 2 games. Knights and Barbarian. I do not like trashing attacks.
I remember Knights and Barbarian and Sage and Tidepools. Is that your ban list?
Swindler in Possession.
Oh, of course.
Uh,
He has a deep ingrained hatred of these
I have a
cards.
deep appreciation for how bad they are. All right, so
Knife coming in with the hot takes. That's like what DZ would do, actually. That's a very DZ. Oh, although DZ doesn't talk about like if everything that something is hot garbage. DZ is just gonna say, "I hate this card."
all right, so bridges and native villages are being piled pretty aggressively here. So they're focusing on those actually probably more than I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit more. I mean, they do have a bunch of rat catchers, and of course, experiments will get returned to the pile.
No one has opened or closed a city gate.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Just because there's no time, no good time for it.
It certainly doesn't synergize with bridge, right? Because it doesn't get discounted.
Yeah. Look at the watchtower go!
Indeed.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Illuby would be so happy.
Watchtower fan?
Well, just in general, like draw to X, yeah.
Oh, interesting that they picked up already. I was not expecting that. Bridge on top. Yeah, I mean that's fair. And they did only put one junk card into their hand and got a rat catcher down, so
Oh right, 2 more bridges and native village.
Maybe. I mean, the starts to get a little bit scary in terms of piles, but
there might be there are plans maybe for an April Fool's or something, but now you have to forget all about this for the next however many months, 9 months. Or maybe I'll just play DOC and go to top 8. That would be probably the easiest way.
So does TheXtrategisT have 6 bridges?
I do not know.
I think they must. Really, nobody trashed one. Because alexconga played 2, bought 2, and I think we saw their entire deck.
Did we?
I think so. They didn't have anything set aside, and after they picked up, obviously, and I don't think. Yeah, I think we were at the bottom of their shuffle. So it seems like, yeah, so alexconga lost the bridge split, but does have more deck control, I would say. Or it seems to me, based on...
Because they have the watchtower.
Yeah, it just... They appear to have... Well, maybe they have the same number of cards in their deck.
Well, TheXtrategisT still has, like, 4 set aside.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the watchtower.
The watchtower is definitely part of it, but I think maybe alexconga has trashed more as well. Not sure. It's been going a little bit fast for me to track.
And like, Expected distracts us.
I know, so rude.
It's just so difficult to maintain like a professional work environment around here.
I don't know how many native villages they have. I assume that what they're thinking about is... Oh, they're thinking about the discard. Yeah,
okay. I see. Well...
I don't know. What did they... I guess that's a bridge on top? Oh no, they set aside a bridge. What is that on top? Is a bridge? Oh, right. 2 bridges. Yeah. Okay, right. I was like, looked at 3 buys and I was like, 3 bridges in play.
Okay, so where do we go from here?
Well, so with 4 bridges, province. You do need to province if you think that your opponent can get enough bridges in play to empty the rat catchers and like buy an estate. I don't know that I think that they can. They don't have any experiments. They don't have a watchtower. I mean, I understand the reasoning, but I think if I'm alexconga, like I really want to be able to put some draw and or some payload into my deck and province is like, no, I have to. I don't know, maybe I just wouldn't take the native village. In province and win next turn as alexconga? Maybe.
It depends. I mean, you only have 5 buys, yes? Alex says. If Alex sees all of their bridges.
See, this is kind of what I'm talking about, that like TheXtrategisT. I mean, this is not like a bad turn by any means, but they just didn't have the. I mean, I guess they weren't too far off from being able to empty piles, though empty piles and take a lead would be another thing. So like the province is not helping you get to the point of being able to win this turn. And yeah, they only have 5 buys, so how are they going to win? Is that
they're not going to win.
Yeah.
But do you take a duchy here as well? And then do you take like province, duchy, 3 peddlers? You only have 2 other bridges, right? And it's unclear how your next turn is going to be.
For TheXtrategisT?
Yeah.
I mean, so you have you don't touch experiments. Oh, they wait, they picked up here? Oh, I did. Okay.
Because they had the ferryman. The ferryman on the native village.
Yeah, that's map. Rough. Yeah. I don't know. I'm wondering if you just buy like some. How many experiments do you?
Oh, you don't touch the experiments, do you?
How are you gonna play your deck if you don't?
Yeah, okay, that's fair, but
I mean, it is risky. You're right. Like, if you
maybe you buy province, duchy, inherit like ferryman, 2
peddlers. You could take province, duchy, ferryman,
2 peddlers,
double peddler. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, you definitely don't. Yeah, you're right that like lowering experience is the only way that you set alexconga up to actually be able to end the game. So that is probably not what you want to do, but dang, that's just like really awkward. I mean, I guess the other question is, do you actually have to take points here as TheXtrategisT? If alexconga can't actually... Oh, they can in the game if they get all 4 bridges in play. Yeah. But you don't... Maybe you don't need to do more than... I guess it depends on how you feel about picking a tie. Like, you could skip the duchy if you're okay with a tie. Well, I mean, so if you don't take the duchy, well, I guess what else?
No, don't touch the experiment.
I guess what else do you take if not? Like, you don't want to lower something to 5. Well, no, it's fine to lower it to 5. Never mind. So you could take another ferryman to get another watchtower. I don't know how many native villages they have and if they're going to be able to play 2 watchtowers plus all of the other stuff that they want to be able to play, but like, it might just be nice to have the second Watchtower regardless, just to make it more likely that you see one at the right time.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Duchy just seems... Yeah, okay.
It's just like very unclear if they're ever, like, if they're even going to get into their new shuffle.
Right.
But not a great turn for Alex either.
Right.
So.
This is the thing, is like if we can't touch experiments, then this is sort of thing is going to happen. Now, Alex has to be afraid of the possibility that the TheXtrategisT gets 7 buys, although realistically that's not going to happen, but
yeah, it's also like a question
within the
of
realm of possibility.
How well, I don't know how this is for you, but like how well do you pay attention to your opponent's deck? Like, does the TheXtrategisT like know that does alexconga know that the TheXtrategisT is not going to have a good turn?
Oh, in that sense. I was going to say, like, there's no way that they shouldn't know how many bridges their opponent has. But yeah, in terms of how well set up, yeah, I mean, I think it's you know they don't have any experiments, and you know they only have 1 card set aside on Native Village. Those are like the most relevant considerations, I think. You can definitely take a peddler without any real risk.
Fear.
Yeah, I suppose you can take a rat catcher.
You could probably take an experiment. I don't know.
I mean, that's definitely riskier. Like, but it might. I don't know.
But with that, like being up a province,
I guess you could also consider taking a vassal. They don't even take the free peddler. That's
curious.
Weird. That would suggest that you think it's possible that TheXtrategisT gets that many buys in play, but can't, like, they can't afford the experiments, which doesn't make sense because there's no way that they're going to get enough actions in play to make peddlers worth 0, but not have 3 bridges in play. Like, I guess it's, well, maybe I'm saying that wrong. They have enough actions in play to make peddlers worth 0. They have enough buys to empty, but they can't afford to buy out the experiments. Like, that's not going to happen. So I think there's no reason not to take the peddler.
Maybe they're just trying to be super, super duper safe.
And I'm saying it makes literally no difference in terms of safety. Like, I think it's just if it's an attempt to be safe, I think it's just a miscalculation.
Ooh, all right. So alexconga needs to find 2 more bridges, and then they win.
Yeah. And
this looks promising, having the native villages and the watchtower in hand.
Yep. I think I want to play Ferryman first because you know you're not going to pick up with native village anyway. So I want the information about what the card I'm gonna look at is. Like, if I see another native village, great. Like, I get okay. Well, discard province. That's straightforward enough. And yeah, like having another native village that you can set aside with before you draw with the watchtower. Like, you get to draw another card, so that's all good.
Yeah, so it's in hand. All right. That's another win for alexconga.
Well, let's make sure that actually...
Well, they just have to pick up their other bridge.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, but let's make sure that they actually do it.
Like... Oh, yeah, okay. Yes.
Okay.
Strong start from alexconga. 2-0.
Yeah.
Good turn.
I do wonder whether there's a line there that involves having more rat catchers and getting more thin. But like, and being able to more reliably like play your bridge deck, but I don't know, it's tough.
Do you know what I like best about these games so far?
I don't.
They have landscapes. Okay.
They do it at that.
So, alexconga with the 5-2, which is nice here. Although,
Yeah.
I mean,
no,
yeah.
Well, okay. I guess you could argue maybe you want. Well, 5-2 has to be better because you're going to open peasant. So, like, whether the 5 is actually important is
always open peasant. Yeah.
Yeah, but like having the option to get a 5 with your peasant can't be a bad thing, even though maybe you don't actually do that anyway. Yeah. I mean, I don't agree that 5-2 is the same as 4-3, like, because again, like, having an option can't be a bad thing. But I can definitely get behind opening T-Mog peasant regardless.
This is again like another board where I would be like overwhelmed because like I don't know like how important the odysseys are, and like I want so many things and I don't know what would be. That's every card, right?
Yes, every card. Could take 10 battlefield points off of one T-Mog call. Is that because you like
how
T-Mogging into farmland? Oh, hunting grounds into farmland. Okay. Well, definitely something to keep our eye on. Anyway.
Well, I want to see it now.
Well, anyway, I also, I don't think, opportunity to make a mistake is actually like makes a thing bad, like, because you just don't make a mistake. Like, I don't know.
What?
As somebody was saying in spec chat, like 5-2 is worse than 4-3 because it gives the opportunity to make a mistake. I mean, I don't agree with that. That, like, I agree that can happen. I don't agree with that way of thinking about it or way of framing it. Like, you want to do the best thing that you can do, and that that's it's within your power to make a good choice or a bad choice in that sense. So it's not that isn't it's not like having a 5-2 like forces you to buy a 5 if you should buy a 4 or something like that.
So we
Ironworks.
Interesting. I thought we had agreed on transmog peasant.
Giving your opponent more options to make mistakes is important in many games. I think that's true, but only in the sense that that's why you play to your outs and stuff like that. It's not like you want to give your opponent a broader range of options in the hope of baiting them into making a mistake, unless you're doing some kind of mind games thing.
Oh, what is this turn for alexconga?
It's not mind games when you just have a shuffle where you have a 5 copper hand. Like, that's, your opponent has no influence on that. Yeah, this turn is surprisingly bad for sure. I think I would go ahead and take the joust now with this 5.
Yeah.
Bottom deck peasant. Yeah, I mean, that is very unfortunate.
Yeah. Maybe gonna balance out though.
And that is the argument. Like, nobody was really talking about it, but that's the argument for opening old map instead with your peasant. It's like, makes it a lot less likely that you bottom deck, because you'd have to bottom deck both old map and peasant. But I wouldn't have been that cautious. Oh no, a joust? What's wrong with joust?
I thought we wanted the joust.
I mean, on that 5, I did want a joust.
But isn't that like what we want to do, like midterm here, to
Yeah.
get like the Joust online?
Yeah, for sure. Opening it is like, it doesn't really do much in the opening. It's just a peddler, but you want to. Joust comes. The reason Joust comes later is because you're not like trying to hit 5. But like if you do hit 5, why wouldn't you just go ahead and take one? Crew and T-Mog for villages. I don't understand the applicability of this statement. I would not want to have wanted a crew at that point. In any case, yeah, it's a fancy peddler for a while, but like you had 5 coins. Like I don't understand. I don't think any of these other cards would have been demonstrably better for the deck. Especially when you have an Ironworks that can gain the cheaper cards. Alright, second Peasant, I definitely agree with. Get them Disciples.
Well, we will.
I don't know. Old map is maybe marginally better than Joust, but you can also gain it from both T-Mog and Ironworks. I just don't think, like, having the opportunity to get the Joust now so that later in the game when it's like, oh, it's time to do Joust stuff, like, oh, good, I already have a Joust in my deck. Like, I think there is, like, a lot of value in that.
I think you need to talk more about this. Here we go.
Okay, are we gonna go for Voyages?
Yes.
I certainly would.
Do,
I mean,
do,
with
do.
Peasant on the board, like, you can use it to
Yes.
go up the chain. So.
Yes. Take it. Click on it.
Yeah, I would have liked to pick up Voyage there.
Now the question is...
Yeah, T-Mog, that's a good call as well. T-Mog is good with Voyage.
What do you think of farmland copper into peasant? For the battlefield points, you need them. They're very important.
I would probably not do that.
Boo. Boo, I say.
So, has TheXtrategisT just not gotten a second Peasant? Whoa!
Whoa, what is... No.
Man, T-Mog that Ironworks, I don't know, like... I'd rather play the old map this turn. It's not a bad choice, but... I don't know, like, I just think, like, the old map is going to do more for your turn this turn than the Ironworks. You can get another Ironworks easily enough.
Here, for example.
Yeah. Like, I would rather have the old map
It seems, yeah.
Like, have played it and then, like, rebuy the Ironworks on this, like, 4 coins or whatever, than now, like, whatever else you're going to pick up, like... Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, gain another peasant here, or gain a courtyard, or gain nothing.
Apparently gain nothing.
Or gain an estate for the battlefield points.
I would certainly have been down for another peasant. Like, I'm always happy to get more disciples.
What do you disciple here?
Not old map, because you're not going to gain one.
But you draw, like, you see more cards.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, maybe arguably that is better than just discipling Village. I mean, you certainly don't need the actions. I guess you could disciple the Ironworks. I don't really want a second Ironworks, though.
Oh, does TheXtrategisT not have a Voyage yet? Is that what we moved around? Okay, can gain 2 here.
Well, I wouldn't do that. I would have once upon a time, but not now.
Well, just to be sure to see one each turn.
I mean, I want to do that by just like
having a good deck.
Yeah. I mean, it is unfortunate that you don't have any like real copper trashing to speak of, like farmland. Okay, but you know, there's plenty of draws.
So what's your other? What can you get here? You can get Joust. You can get Hunting Grounds.
It is tough between Joust and Hunting Grounds because it is about time.
Voyage is gonna
for
be
that Joust.
Voyage is gonna be the buy, but it's not gonna be the Sunken Treasure gain.
Right. I don't know why. Although I don't know why Ironworks gain Village over Voyage unless we're not planning. Like, you might as well just take the Voyage if you're gonna get it. Like, makes me think that they're not going to.
Oh really?
Yeah, because like, you. I mean, you have 4 coins anyway. It doesn't really matter, but like, Voyage is tied for the most expensive card you can gain with Ironworks. Like if I were, I don't know. I just something about like, yeah, you have 4 coins, but like if you didn't, then you would want your Ironworks to gain the 4 coin card, and then you buy the 3 coin card. So I would habitually gain the 4 coin card with my Ironworks. So if you gain the 3 coin card, that makes me think you're not trying to buy a 4 coin card.
yeah, I see. But I mean, you shouldn't you?
Should want a Voyage, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, I agree, but apparently they don't. I think that's a pretty surprising like thing on this board. Teacher Voyage also helps Teacher a lot because you can like cycle through and get the Teacher down and then call it and all that like faster with Voyage. Voyage is the only reason I would be particularly interested in Teacher on this board, and meanwhile TheXtrategisT has a Teacher without that.
Actually, you put like card on Village, right?
Card on Village seems pretty good, yeah. And action on one of the
or like plus buy
smithy things.
Oh, you get the plus buy from the prizes, the rewards
from the prizes or peasant, yeah, rewards, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would not take plus buy first. I mean, you want the deck control first.
Yeah, of course. Just turn your village into lost cities.
Courtyard, peasant. Yeah, that makes more sense on a Voyage turn. Yep.
Peasant by what?
Peasant, play old map. Oh, sorry, but like gain the peasant, play the old map. Oh, okay. Well then, you just play the Ironworks. I don't know why you played Village over old map. Were you expecting to play a terminal? But no, whatever.
I think I would have done the same because I would have been afraid to draw a card that I wanted to play. But it looks like they are.
But it doesn't really matter, right?
Punished.
Like you're always going to have cards you can't play on your Voyage turn. The point is, like, it just gives you more, like, it cycles you further and gives you more opportunity to like find exactly what you want. This is a really sad hand for Alex. True. However, they do have a T-Mog down that they could use on the hunting grounds or on the estate, but I don't think there's nothing on that they could do with the estate that's like they could T-Mog hunting grounds to Distant Shore if that doesn't get rotated off.
Yeah, all the battlefield points. We're gonna see it.
I mean, getting 6 effectively is pretty good.
So this is a nice turn for the TheXtrategisT.
Yeah.
Do they have a Joust? They definitely have a province hit, but
Wait,
okay.
did they not? Did they just now play their teacher, or
Oh, they
did
have a joust. Okay,
call
I
it
see.
on something else? Oh, they just
They haven't called it.
I thought I guess it was just because alexconga took a Voyage turn. It seemed like they had the teacher in hand a long time ago, and I was like, surely by now they had already played it.
No, I mean there's no tokens.
T-Mock farmland and trash the other hunting grounds in the province and get all the battlefield points. Yeah,
All of them.
but I don't really think that's the play. I do like T-Mogging hunting grounds in Distant Shore, though. I think that's I think that's legitimately a good thing to do here. I would not take estates, though. I would take duchy.
Yeah. Whoa.
Farmland. What?
Whoa.
Madness. And they don't even play the hunting grounds. Assume they think all the stuff down there is good. But if all the stuff down there is good, then why don't you want the Distant Shore so you can draw like a village? I'm very confused.
Here we go.
I mean, I guess maybe they just wanted the province anyway because they do have a joust in their deck. I don't know.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, but
surely
they would have. Yeah, I was gonna
province.
say surely they would have maybe been able to like have a.
If they had a real turn, like if the Distant Shore saved their turn, then there's a good chance they'd be able to buy province anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess it's unclear. Okay, making
So they go
really
for
sure.
they go for
Here we go.
joust over Distant Shore,
So,
even though they only have one province in their deck. I don't know about that. But
renown, surely.
yeah, I would think so. Ironworks for farmland. Why not Distant Shore? Come on. I guess farmland estate into another 4. Is that better? Maybe it's better. Wait,
Whoa,
what?
no.
Trash an estate.
What? Questionable. Top deck, alt
Wait,
map.
is that bad order, or does the coin from the joust not matter?
Depends on what you want to do. Surely you want another province. So now that you have 9, could have 10.
10 seems better than 9. I think that's bad order.
Why is 10 better than 9?
Because like if you're gonna buy province, then you could buy.
Why don't you buy the farmland?
Like Distant Shore or something. Like another joust is just a peddler. Distant Shore draws more cards.
Joust a peddler.
Joust a peddler.
All right, let's see if alexconga can find their province.
This is a lot of jousts that have been gained.
Whew.
Apparently the answer is no. I mean, part of the problem here is that alexconga had to trash a hunting grounds and never got a crew, so they don't really have much draw in their deck.
I don't think they have another joust in the shuffle right now.
They've also trashed. Have they trashed multiple old maps, or have they each trashed one? I guess they've each trashed one. Okay.
So, yeah, if only one can dream. Did I courser here? Or the D card?
I mean.
But now you don't get style points for that.
I think I would have preferred Courser over Domain. But I was also wondering about Coronet.
Coronet?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it would depend. Did they have the old map in hand?
Yeah, they did.
Right. So I would have mostly just liked to play the old map first.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
I want to see if I can find a village, and then if I can find a village, then I consider taking Coronet or House Carl, depending, and just try to draw more cards. Like I mostly like I want to draw more cards, and Courser draws more cards than Domain, but does not draw as many cards as House Carl or as Coronet on Crew. So that's mostly what I'm thinking about.
Oh, why no house caller here? Surely that. Interesting. All right. Is there a way? Is there a
Did
way
they already
here?
play their Ironworks? Or is that the last card? Looks like that's the last
card.
Unfortunate. Because yeah, I was thinking about the exact same thing. I didn't look at the chat that they just said it to, but like Ironworks mid-turn for farmland into province so that you can get another reward.
I mean, I'm sure that that's what they were trying.
Well, but apparently they weren't, because they discarded the.
Oh, that's right.
Apparently they discarded the.
That's right.
Yeah, the Ironworks. So.
There's no way to end this here, right? You don't have enough. Can you do like farm? Oh no, farmland can't gain farmland? Or what is?
Farmland cannot gain farmland, correct. So right now they have 14 coins.
Oh no, they can. They have it, right? It was Corsair. Yeah, that's triple province.
No.
No, it's not. Me.
Oh, that is.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Nice. All right. That was exciting.
So the Voyage skip ends up winning.
Yeah. TheXtrategisT gets a point on the board.
I still don't agree with it, but it did pan out.
It did a win.
Yeah.
You look unhappy.
Well, no. I think it was more about like the deck control, and I mean some of that may have just been like, you know, variance and shuffle luck, whatever. But I do think like TheXtrategisT had a crew, and alexconga never got one. I think that was a difference maker. I guess you could argue that when that whole discussion about the early joust, that alexconga should have gotten a crew at that point. But I think there were other opportunities to do so.
I think they had this bad shuffle. Like the second shuffle was just unfortunate. I think
that's true. They were also behind on the teacher line or the peasant line. Like yeah, that was a problem for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, Voyage should have helped with that, like mitigate that. But
look, we got the ferryman again. Hello.
We do. Ferryman C chart. That's
interesting.
It's pretty solid.
And
with Royal Galley.
Both have a 2/5, which is fine, but like maybe on a ferry board you want like the 3/4. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you might just open raise catapult either way. Or wait, no, infirmary. Raise infirmary or raise catapult. I think infirmary.
What if you hit?
Hey, don't hate on E. E players are good.
Yeah.
So what was the question?
Also, it's like when there's commentary like that, makes people want to watch.
E champs is D League. That's kind of true. Yeah. Preview of D League.
Yeah.
D tier, I should say. I get my terminology right.
I
gotta get my terminology right as a representative of the league to get my terminology right.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
But it's D tier, not D league, right? The whole league is the league, and then E is and D are tiers. Do people actually listen to commentators?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
That's not my experience personally. Okay, what actually happened?
So we had Ray's Ferryman and Ray's Ferryman. Interesting. Both of them go for the Ferryman. That is surprising to me. I think I would prefer either of Catapult or Infirmary to that. Like the C chart is not going to do anything here, and the Ferryman is
isn't that the play that you do to like pop your magic lamp super soon, because like you get 2 cards?
Well, you can still do that. I mean, that's one of the reasons I was leaning towards Infirmary, right? Is like Infirmary is going to help you
get thin,
and be able to hit 5 again, like reasonably soon. But you're not. It's not like you're going to hit amp just off of the Ferryman.
No, it's just like add uniques, like add more uniques to your deck.
Sure. Yeah, you do want the uniques, but I don't know.
I like the Carpenter.
I think basically what Prime said, Ferryman can be added later. The C chart literally does nothing in the like opening.
Sure.
Other than be a unique. Carpenter. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I want Catapult if you're not going to get Infirmary. Like, one of the two. Get a Copper Trasher that isn't Rays. Royal Galley, yeah, I get it.
The Galley.
I mean, maybe they're just like, oh, we're going to try to pop the lamp, but because durations do help with that, but you're still trying to line up these cards without having like thinned any coppers. I don't know. G Duke.
Iris is trolling.
I think with Haunted Woods that is going to not work out super duper well. Although there is Moat.
Yeah, but like how many terminals are you going to be?
Well, second Carpenter. Well, if we're trying to pop the lamp, why do we want a second Carpenter? Sorry, what did you say about terminals?
How many terminals are you going to be able to play here realistically?
Plenty. You can just use Royal Galley as your village. You Royal Galley, Ferryman, and C chart, and yeah.
Okay. Guess we'll see.
I guess there is also Secret Cave. Maybe the Duchy 2 thing actually does work. Because you can discard the green cards to untop deck them. And there's no plus buy. There is Carpenter. So if a pile empties, there's a way to get multiple provinces. So that might still be better, but... Galley does take the card out of play, yeah, on the turn that you play it. But on the next turn, it goes into play, so it's in some ways it's worse, but in some ways it's better for lamp popping purposes.
Oh, someone got a Catapult. TheXtrategisT.
Just now, yeah.
I want more galleys.
I don't know. I mean, you still want to pop the lamp. Like, taking non-uniques feels bad. Let me take a Haunted Woods as alexconga. Oh, maybe they're going to go for Infirmary. I kind of forgot about it because they ignored it, but
yeah.
They could have a big Infirmary here, although I don't know why...
Should you have Fairy Infirmary?
Possibly. I mean, if you had a 3/4 Fairy Infirmary, be pretty good. Well, it's not much better than just buying it. I don't know. Okay, so they like kept.
Rough.
They kept it. I'm a little bit confused about. No, whatever. Yeah, I mean, this is part of the problem with buying the infirmary late, right? Is that you're more likely to waste your overpay.
Yeah. Like here. More galley. What is the question about DOC?
Whether it counts as a game that's not just for bragging rights. Technically, it does because there is a monetary prize on the line.
I would say, like, yeah, it's like very different from all the other tournaments, isn't it?
Well,
I feel like League is in general.
That thing, there's $17 on the line.
Oh, that's Shad's tournament?
Yes.
Okay. Big prize. Big prize.
Yeah.
I mean, League is also like bragging rights, right? Like, it's a lot more, like, it's a lot bigger and better organized, but there's also not much on the line there, I say.
Yeah. That's right. It's not a big deal. It doesn't matter.
It does not matter at all.
Nobody really cares.
No, certainly not me.
So the funny thing to me about this is that, like, we still have no lamp pop. We're on turn 8, and like nobody went for the big trashing.
Oh no!
No, because they have the double galley, and the galley hid the sea chart.
So close. You can still play your magic lamp.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're just like
they're just gonna trash
to be sad.
it now.
I don't know. But yeah, like I think you actually would have been better set up to pop the lamp if you had gone for that like early infirmary or catapult and been thinning along the way, pick up the cheaper uniques, and then, you know, I don't know, maybe you have to buy a silver, but like you can hit ferryman later. And oh, yeah, okay, I see. Haunted Woods.
Okay. Time to galley that ferryman.
If you're attacked, it's hard to pop lamp. Well, that's true too, but like that's not a reason to not pick up a catapult. Now here, the fact that the Royal Galley hides the sea chart is actually helpful.
Yes. I mean, they still have.
They played another one. They
still
have
got
it. Ferryman, yeah. Carpenter, raise.
Oh no.
Raise Woods, Copper, Lamp. If they raise the catapult, they can pop Lamp.
Why not? I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
it's better to pop the lamp than.
Yeah, I think so. Ferryman is still unique because of that Royal Galley. Which Royal Galley? Oh no!
Oh, it was there. It was there.
No! Ah!
Oh, maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't realize.
That's possible, yeah.
Or maybe they thought it was gone anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
sure.
what we wanted.
Yes, we agree. Sadness. Oh, didn't you want to galley that Carpenter, maybe? Or is that risky?
Galleon Carpenter? Why would that be risky?
Well, in case someone empties a pile, and then you...
I guess. Yeah, 2 Royal Galleys dying. Yeah, it's possible. Dying. I don't know why I said it that way. Being gained. Going away. By being gained or some other means that isn't available on this board.
Okay. What do?
Silver, yes. The turn 9 silver by.
Oh. All right. Do we even try to pop this lamp?
I think so. So you have Woods, Ferryman, Sea Chart, Rays right now. You.
And like, yeah,
you can galley Sea Chart, and you can galley Ferryman, and
and we've already got it in hand.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
amazing, beautiful.
Just don't play the Sea Chart or the Ferryman.
No, you can play the Carpenter.
But Carpenter, yeah. Like, don't you need
play both
Woods,
Ferryman,
Sea Chart, Rays,
Catapult,
Copper, Lamp.
Copper, Lamp.
So you do have one to spare even with playing both of the Carpenters. Okay. That was mostly what I was concerned about. Was like,
yeah,
can you
gain both of these galleys, live a happy life, popular.
Oh, and you can also get another.
But now it's not there anymore.
Is it not?
Is it? Well,
what?
Not even trying.
Whoa! Go. Woods, Sea Chart, Rays, Catapult, Copper, Lamp. It's still there. What? No. Woods, Sea Chart, Rays, Catapult, Copper, Lamp. That's 6.
That's 6. So
well, we did say nobody listens to the commentary, so that's understandable. Don't sweat it.
No, I think you should sweat it.
All right. Well, difference of opinion, I guess.
Yeah, agree to disagree.
All right, we did indeed see the Carpenter get used to trash, but whatever. Copper into Rays, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so can they pop Lamp?
Yeah. Yeah.
Woods, Infirmary, Carpenter, Ferryman, Secret Cave, Copper, Silver, Lamp.
Yeah. We're
Rays.
fine.
We have There's.
This is.
I guess you're not really gonna play the Rays and the Copper, but actually you are. Okay.
Well, you could also just discard.
You could. And...
Aren't we all? It only took us 10 turns.
alexconga has been trying. Like,
yes,
they've for sure been trying.
It's true.
Wow, they didn't play the Copper before the Magic Lamb. That's
next
bold.
Level.
Like, what if you miscounted and you had to ask it for an undo? So embarrassing. That's so risky.
It's too risky.
So risky. I would never. I'm serious. I would always play every unique before the lamp because, like, just in case.
Did you know that, like, if you hit by, like, play all treasures, that it will play the other treasures before it plays the lamp?
But will it play only one of them? Evidently not, as we saw with the TheXtrategisT hitting play all treasures. So
no, but if you only have like one of each, then it will play.
Then it will still pop the lamp.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Mm-hmm. It's weird that he even auto plays lamp, actually, given that. But I guess all the times when you're not popping the lamp, you wouldn't want to be like, oh right, I now have to play the lamp. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay. Yes. Back to the game. So
now, maybe maybe TheXtrategisT will try to pop the lamp.
This is gonna be difficult.
Yeah, they're ruled out of all three of Gallifrey and Sea Chart.
Well, no, they have like Raise, Catapult, Haunted Woods, Copper, Lamp, Gold.
Yeah, they should still be able to do it. You can bury one of the Carpenters under the Royal Galley if you want to play both of those, although I don't know that you do.
It's not risky.
It's a little risky. I mean, it's as risky as like an Enlarge, right?
Oh wait, Raise has to raise something, and Catapult has to catapult something.
Yeah, but you have
so
two
you raise
coppers.
a Carpenter. You need to play a copper.
Need to do that?
You need to play a copper, and you need
Catapult,
the raise.
Catapult, Woods, Carpenter.
Oh, that's right.
Copper,
okay,
Gold,
fine.
Lamp. You don't need to play the raise.
Okay.
You could Carpenter the other Carpenter.
And the Catapult is gone. So now you would need to raise the Carpenter.
Oh,
and play a
Carpenter.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly how TheXtrategisT is sitting there right now. So yeah, I laid this out and now it's gone.
Well, okay.
TheXtrategisT is just like, no, we're not going to pop this lamp
Yeah.
ever. It's fine. It's gone.
Screw this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need it anyway.
Mm-hmm. No one ever needed these wishes. It's not gonna pop even if you play it this way.
No, but like, it is right and proper to play the lamp last.
You have one half of this commentary's approval.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, I'm sorry.
Why buy gold over wedding? Yeah. And I also agree, you want another Haunted Woods. Although, I mean, in theory, you want to wish for the Haunted Woods, maybe, but, you know, whatever.
If you play Galleon, then play Wish, will anything be set aside for the Galley?
No, Galley's wording is set it aside if you did. Now, which, I mean, is a little weird because, you know, it should be like try to set it aside or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's like, if you successfully set it aside. But yeah, basically that's what it means. Like, the wish has to return to the pile in order to do a thing, and the Galley doesn't stop it from returning to the pile. I guess that would be another way to, like, interpret the wording, but it's not, you know, like, it would be like, oh, I can't return myself to the pile because I'm set aside on Royal Galley, so I guess I'm stuck here and now you don't gain a card.
Oh no, like if I played IRL, I would be like, I'm gonna play the Galley, now I'm gonna play the Wish, and then I'm gonna set aside the card that I got with Wish.
No.
That's how I would play it.
No.
That's why it's better to play online.
It is. Yes.
Safer.
It will resolve these rules issues for you and definitely will not ever make any mistakes about the rules.
Mm-hmm. Sure, Buttercup.
All right, so alexconga thinking hard about what to wish for, I assume. I mean, I'm kind of thinking you just want to, like, you have the actions. You want to put down, like, 2 Haunted Woods and, like, make sure that you can continue to draw a deck.
But you're not just gain, like, 2 golds off of these wishes.
Nah.
Yes. You need all the golds.
I see.
All of them. All 3 that you can get with wishes.
So yeah, I think I would wish for another Haunted Woods, and then the other wish, I mean, gold would probably be fine.
Are you gonna Carpenter?
Another Ferryman would also be reasonable.
Oh, we were still on the Ferryman discard. Oopsie.
Okay, they do go for the second Haunted Woods. I like it. And another Haunted Woods to have 2 each turn. Or maybe, no, they only had 1 before, so it's actually to get the first one for this turn. Well, fine, whatever.
Is this gonna be the turn?
I mean, Inductive reasoning would suggest not, but
I think it is. All these sea charts have exited the building, so we only need one more unique.
Woods, Catapult, Ferryman, Sea Chart, Carpenter is already enough uniques with the land.
Well, you play the Haunted Woods.
Oh, that's true.
But then, no, but now it's there.
But now Gold, Copper Lamp, yeah.
Woo!
All right. Here we are. So, TheXtrategisT going straight for the province that alexconga has not done.
Many cards.
It is. So you can play Secret Cave and discard and then still draw stuff back up. I mean, first you got to discard with your Ferryman, but...
And we have one wish left? No. Have we spent all of our wishes?
Yes.
And by us, I mean Alex.
Yes, I don't remember what the third wish was for.
The third wish?
Oh, Ferryman. It was that, yeah. Ferryman, Gold, and then Haunted Woods.
Traditionally, the third wish is to reverse whatever you did for the first two wishes.
Is that like in, like...
Oh, is that why you
folklore?
get 3 wishes? Because it's like 3 wishes?
Yeah.
I never thought about that!
It's very thematic, yes. Dominion is a very thematic game.
I mean, I don't know. With like, no, I meant like the Secret Cave thing. It's not like the Secret Cave is related to the... Or is it?
Is Secret Cave is related to what? The Secret Cave is where the magic lamp was, right?
Is it?
Yeah, like Aladdin.
Okay.
Isn't that almost the plot of Aladdin? Yeah, exactly. You go into the Secret Cave and you get the magic lamp, and then it gives you 3 wishes.
But isn't like the story like...
The Cave of Wonders. Well, if you're Aladdin, maybe not everyone would make that same choice.
Well, I would say that like most people would probably wish for infinite wishes with a third wish.
If they were allowed to. But the genie has a few
housekeeping rules.
What's a few advise something, a few quid pro quos, which doesn't really make sense, but why a third Haunted Woods? I thought they were... Did they play 3 Haunted Woods? No, they have 4 total, 2 for each turn. It's 2 Haunted Woods per turn. Sounds like overkill. Maybe. I don't know. As you green, you're gonna get more crap in your deck, and you don't have plus buy to add more components easily. You do have the Carpenter, but
maybe it's overkill with the galleys. I don't know. Well, you do have a lot of draw. Well, we'll see. Okay, fine. I think what I was thinking of was like the... I don't know what this is called in English, but like 1001 Nights or something. And there's like Alibaba and die 40 Räuber, which is like Alibaba and the 40 Thieves.
Yeah.
Why, like in my mind, that is connected to Aladdin somehow. But
yeah,
it's not
that's
actually,
all. Those are related
they
somehow.
Are?
Yeah.
Okay. Anywho. Yes. My mind is wandering a little bit. Don't know if you can tell. Oh, I like that. I haven't heard that before. I'm gonna remember that for whenever the genie stumble upon a genie.
A sufficiently malicious genie you will not be able to make wishes that work out for you no matter what. And a friendly genie will just help you wish for whatever you need to wish for anyway. So it doesn't actually matter.
I mean, that's why you need the third wish, like in case you have a malicious genie, that's why you need the third wish to like reverse.
They won't
whatever.
let you. They'll find a way to interpret it in a way that you don't like.
The interpretation is you were never born.
Could
You're
be.
welcome.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I will focus back. On this.
Now is not the turn for catapult.
I mean, when is the turn for a catapult? When your opponent has like Conowitz anyway. And
I'm not
galleys.
sure what. Wait. I was thinking that we were going to maybe wish for a ferryman and then galley one of the cards gained on ferryman, but I guess not.
Yeah, but opponent is always going to be able to draw next turn.
I guess we're just holding the wishes? Okay.
Huh?
The fact that there's only been one secret cave gained in this game is actually kind of crazy. I was thinking like, oh, alexconga has overdraw, they can do the secret cave thing. Oh, they don't have one. Well, never mind. Okay, raising a carpenter is a good idea. Do people know offhand what Rocks does?
I have no idea what Rocks does.
So it's a 4-cost treasure, and when you gain it or trash it, you gain a silver to your hand.
Wow. You're so smart.
Let's see if I'm right. Oh, and if your survive phase, put it on your deck. See, no, I wasn't right. I also didn't say how much money it gave you. I did know, I just didn't think about it because it's not important.
I know what it looks like.
Ugh. It looks like ugh.
That's another emoji where I don't really know what it's supposed to mean.
It's like, oh, it's so heavy. This is annoying.
Okay.
Alright, so how long are we holding these wishes for? Like, are we just planning to wish for a bunch of duchies at the end of the game?
Ever and ever and ever.
Wish for gold carpenter in a province? Yeah. The opponent has 2 carpenters, but I don't think there's any way for them to have the money to buy province if they carpenter both of their golds. But what they could do is carpenter provinces, or at least a province.
I mean, they could gain 2 golds and a carpenter, and then gain 3 provinces. Is that what you just said?
I was talking about what alexconga can do, but TheXtrategisT can presumably do more than what I was talking about. If they... Did they only just now draw their deck? Okay, so they didn't have the opportunity to, like, gain and play whatever they gain with Carpenter. But wish for 2 carpenters?
No, 1 carpenter, 2 golds.
Why not wish for 2 carpenters and then trash 2 provinces into provinces and then buy the last province?
Because that would win.
Okay, just checking.
So that's not allowed.
No, not duchies.
It was there.
You don't need duchies. Oh no.
You had it. It was
Oh,
there.
oh no.
And look what is going to happen now.
Oh no. Oh no.
Big sadness. Big sadness.
Yeah, I think that's unfortunately a throw. I mean, maybe they can still win just off the fact that they have a big points lead, but... Oh man, that's painful.
I mean, Alex doesn't have it.
No, it's certainly not this turn. No.
Yeah, and double estate is not enough.
Right, but the question is, like, you know, is TheXtrategisT going to have a turn next turn? I mean, they do have some gallied stuff, so maybe. 2 sea charts, a ferryman, and a carpenter. I guess they can. They're guaranteed to be able to mill province. That is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Maybe they're fine. Maybe they're fine. Well, in the meantime, what should alexconga be doing?
Cry.
Well, gain some duchies.
Dukes. Time for dukes.
Well, duchies first.
No.
No, okay.
No, only the dukes.
You kind of want to...
Jukes.
Kind of want to... Well, maybe... No, maybe that doesn't matter. Can you afford to just trash out like your Royal Galley / Sea charts here? You don't even really want to trigger this shuffle because you're under Haunted Woods attack. You don't really want to draw that province back up, but you can also, you do want to have this stuff gallied. I mean, Carpenter 1 silver into a duchy, and then if you're not even trying to buy province, you don't need it.
But okay.
Then what? Carpenter a gold into a duchy and then buy a silver? I don't know. Because it's just a question of whether you need to keep these actions around or not. Yeah, I mean, you certainly are hoping for another turn. The question is, do you have to... I mean, maybe it's fine to just trash... I guess you could galley a Carpenter and then trash a Sea chart. That way you get to play both of the galleys. I guess you could galley both of the Carpenters. Trash both of the Sea charts. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, you're not going to be able to play both of the Haunted Woods.
No, and that's like very risky for next turn, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't... Well, okay, I don't understand keeping both Haunted Woods and Sea chart over silver if you're... Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. I think I would have preferred... I don't know, something different.
Okay.
Galling the Sea chart, maybe?
So... TheXtrategisT just needs to find a Carpenter. The other Carpenter.
I mean, they're guaranteed to find it here.
Yeah.
With 2 ferrymen.
Yeah. It's also... They also have 8 in hand, so don't even need that.
Yeah.
All right. TheXtrategisT pulls through. Evens a score.
That game was wild.
Yeah. 2 each. So we have at least 2 more to go.
Yep. So yeah, I think that the spec chat was validated on the idea that alexconga overinvested in reliability relative to payload. They just didn't have the gains to be able to contest the gains that TheXtrategisT spent on a payload, even though that payload was just duchy. I guess one of them was a Carpenter, but...
It looks like alexconga stepped away. Maybe. We should sing a song from Aladdin.
Oh.
Oh, oops.
Didn't scroll down. Sing a song from Aladdin.
Mm-hmm. For the intermezzo. I only know the German lyrics for most of the songs.
Yeah, I don't like...
Oh well, A Whole New World I know in English too. I know in Russian too.
I don't know if I know the lyrics like off the top of my head that well.
I
mean, I know it's I can show you the world, but then the second line is like is that when he says shining, shimmering, splendid, or is that later? Okay.
Do we do the jet punk quiz
yes,
about?
That's easier. That's like just picking out selected words and stuff, like, or maybe phrases. But this is, I mean, a problem I have with a lot of songs. Are you singing it in Russian?
Yes.
One of the problem I have with a lot of songs is that like I'll know like what the lyrics are, but not always in which order they go. So it's like, wait, is this line here or is it later? Like, where does this verse go? Like, I don't know.
Okay. I like Conclave. I know I shouldn't, but I do. I can't help it, okay?
Who says you shouldn't like it? There's no reason that you shouldn't like it.
Okay, so there's Tomb, and we can activate Tomb with, or like activate, but like with Dismantle and with Changeling?
Yes.
I don't know if that's important enough to go for here. I do like the. I'd like to
get a Dismantle, not in the open.
Would you open like? Oh, okay.
No.
Cargo Magpie.
Yeah. Yes, I would.
Spy is overrated.
Nearby Lackeys is pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we dismantle Stuf and
yeah, you're not really, the plus buy is going to disappear real quick, I think. And then in the end, you're just going to be playing, like, I mean, you can dismantle Hunting Grounds and get multiple duchies, so that's something. But, or gold, you know, the gold that you gained off dismantle already, you can get one duchy. Two lackeys is so much better.
Is it?
Don't think so. I want to get value out of the plus buy. I don't want to just like spam lackeys early. Like, what is that even accomplishing? Having a bunch of magpies in your deck seems good when the copper trashing is this weak. Is it drawing deck though? Like, I don't know. I'd rather just have the magpie. Like on the next 4, sure, buy double lackeys, but get the first magpie so that, wait, how did they have a mastermind already? What? Oh, cargo shipped the mastermind. Okay, I didn't see that. Wow. Interesting. Well, that's pretty good, as it turns out. I mean, it could have gone poorly, but
same here.
But it went well.
Yeah.
Getting to mastermind the magpie is pretty excellent. Oh.
Wow. Nom nom.
It's really, really nice.
So you gain lackeys, double lackeys, mastermind.
3 lackeys are changelings. Well, you can't exchange lackey for changeling. Lackeys for changeling.
Yeah.
It has to cost at least 3.
Double lackeys magpie, double lackeys conclave, double lackeys dismantle, double
I would go with
mastermind.
I think I'd go with another mastermind if I'm buying double lackeys. I would also consider single lackeys hunting grounds. They just bought 1 lackeys in a mastermind? Why?
But why?
But why? guess they're thinking about whether they want to spend a villager to play lackeys. Yeah, probably not, actually. This doesn't do much here. Triple play magpie again.
Nice.
And the magpies are gone.
All eaten up.
I do want to get a dismantle. I don't know when this is going to happen.
Could be now.
Ideally, have 6 so you could buy lackeys dismantle, but maybe you just do it anyway. Even though the magpies aren't going to generate more magpies, I'd still triple play magpie. Yeah, drew 2 coppers, got some actions. It's all good. How do they hate lackeys? Like, they bought a mastermind. They had 5 coins. Like, they just... Like, alexconga just drew deck. Like, yeah, the passing of the free lackeys was a bit weird. On the other hand, they did just draw a deck this turn without it, so, like, so what? I mean, they weren't guaranteed to, I'm sure, but... They did have 2 masterminds coming in, so... Yeah. Like, the point is that they didn't really need the lackeys this turn. Like, I'm not saying that they shouldn't have gotten it anyway, but I don't, like, hating lackeys, it's just, like, seems a little harsh. Anyway, I want to dismantle now, and some lackeys. You don't have the masterminds coming in. Yeah, dismantle is really the only way you're actually going to gain multiple cards that aren't lackeys.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna say they hate lackeys. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. When you don't have the masterminds coming in, like maybe they just didn't stop to think about that part.
I'm pretty sure they did. Like they took long enough.
Well, no, I mean in terms of like maybe they weren't their the way they framed the question, like maybe they're like, oh, I drew deck, so I don't need more lackeys, and without stopping to think about why they drew deck.
Maybe. This is a curious place to stop.
I don't know. Play mastermind by lackeys. Looks reasonable to me.
So TheXtrategisT needs a dismantle.
Yes.
Badly.
I don't know that they should play the 3rd mastermind. Okay.
Oh no, I mean they weren't going to.
Okay. Lackeys dismantle. They don't really need the lackeys with going into a double mastermind turn. Although, you know, there's always the possibility that something like this happens. Yeah.
Sadness.
Well, you get to mastermind and then dismantle 3 cards. It's not that bad. It's bad, but it's not awful.
It's not what you wanted to see.
It's definitely not what you wanted to see, but it's not like
it's salvageable.
Yeah. Not the worst.
What would be the worst?
Just a bunch of copper and or estates. Nothing to mastermind. Another question here is, do you dismantle gold? Yeah. And I think, yeah, that's a good call.
What about hunting grounds?
Honestly, I kind of want another dismantle.
I was going to ask about, like, 2nd dismantle.
Yeah, I think I would like. I mean, if you can line it up with the mastermind, then you don't need necessarily another dismantle. So, like, I think it's also reasonable to not do that and to just be like, okay, I'm going to mastermind. If I can play multiple masterminds, a mastermind may draw, and then a mastermind to dismantle. But you do. It's far from guaranteed that you're going to be able to do that.
I always get confused about how many masterminds stay out when you master. Master.
Well, they both stay out. And then if the triple played Mastermind's durations, then they still both stay out.
Okay.
Which, you know, relevantly can potentially include masterminding more masterminds.
And then
although if you mastermind a mastermind, but you only do the last one once, then the first mastermind doesn't stay out because you don't have to track a multiplayer. But yeah, it's not confusing at all.
Yes, it's very straightforward.
Must be a pile out here. Yeah.
How?
So you dismantle gold into mastermind lackeys, and then you draw the gold, and then you buy 4 lackeys.
Or you don't.
Well, yeah, but like you could have. Well, okay, buying. I guess they're really not paying attention to the pile out thing because buying a province and buying a lackeys with the province is like, yeah, I just didn't know that notice for piles were low. Now the question is, will alexconga be able to take advantage of that?
Seems difficult.
Yeah, they don't. It looks like they don't have the draw. I mean, they haven't played this last lackeys, which they should do before they mess around with playing masterminds, because like
they have no more magpies in those 4.
But did they have more lackeys?
They probably have more lackeys.
I think they have at least 1.
I think so.
Yeah, okay. You really... I don't think you want to be conservative with the villagers here. Just play the lackeys.
Oh, but how?
What?
Will Wong's suggestion.
Oh, yeah, there's no mechanism for it. They didn't even play their dismantle.
Holy moly.
I'm very confused. Like, they didn't even take a points lead. If TheXtrategisT, like, notices piles this time, like, they should easily win.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming they didn't play the dismantle because they wanted to, like, save the villager, but this is not the time to save villagers. Especially not if you're going to buy another lackeys, which you probably shouldn't do, but, like, at this point. But you've also got, like, 3 masterminds in play, right? Like, you're going to have enough actions. It's not really going to be the issue.
All right, we still need to find our gold.
All right. Triple played lackeys, triple played magpie, and they... But they had the mastermind. So they do have 1 more play, so they could dismantle 3 times. Yeah. Yeah, this should just win, right? Easy. Oh, wait, they weren't playing another master? Okay, I'm confused.
It's still there.
Lackeys...
It's there. No, they only had 2 masterminds.
I thought they had masterminded a mastermind the turn before. All right, whatever.
No, I think there was another turn. Anyway, so 3rd win for TheXtrategisT.
Yep.
Great comeback.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what that's like to be on the receiving end of. So this is match point.
It is indeed match point.
Match point for TheXtrategisT, keeping their cool. And they took the suggestion from chat and carried over to the next game and mastermind.
All right, so
but there's no twash.
Well,
there's Puka.
Yeah.
But yeah, surely you don't want to play your too often.
Well, there's Witch, so you're gonna get curses anyway. Okay. So if you like specifically, let's say you had 5 in the opening with your cursed gold and you had the opportunity to buy a Witch. Although, actually, they had the opportunity to buy it because of the Baker token on the other turn as well. So maybe you're not supposed to play it there. I don't know. You could just open double Witch, of course. Or Witch Puka. That's a little, riskier, obviously, in terms of terminal collision, but I think I would just do the double Witch.
Otherwise, we stay with the no plus buy. We have plus gains, wheel rate, and sculptor. We have one buy with Bard. And
yeah.
It's a very sad inheritance.
Yeah, the inheritance is not worth worrying about.
No, can be activated by wheel rate, but what?
There's just nothing you can get. Can you
gain a ghost town? No,
you may discard a card to gain an action card costing as much or less. Well, there isn't one, so you can still discard the tunnel to gain a gold if you want.
Gain a gold? No. Oh,
yeah.
The tunnel, yeah.
Yeah.
Tunnel.
All right. So we do see. Wait, I'm confused. What did? Oh, alexconga chose not to play the Curse Gold and took one witch. TheXtrategisT takes 2. I think I prefer the TheXtrategisT line. I don't like that. Well, although the bottom deck, maybe. Is it worth taking another curse now to potentially play another witch this shuffle? I don't think so, but maybe.
Maybe, baby. I
guess the thing is, like, now, well, they didn't even play the other witch, so really that doesn't look very good.
That's so confusing.
Yeah, TheXtrategisT has more witches, but right now is losing the curse split because they've played their Curse Gold multiple times.
Yeah.
That Ghost Town is not going to do a whole lot. It's going to trigger a shuffle, but then like you're not going to have any action cards in hand most likely.
And you can't buy another Ghost Town.
I think I would have preferred to honestly just buy a silver.
Ay. This is gonna be so sad.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, so in the end, the curse split is going to be even, which is one of the reasons I assume alexconga chose to play Curse Gold there, because they know they're going to take the curses anyway. So I do like that decision. But yeah, I think I mean, having the second witch in the deck, is that good? Honestly, probably not. Although, well, I guess it depends whether you end up playing with, well, no, I guess it's fine. You've got some Ghost Towns, you got Mastermind. It's just the gains are so limited, like, you can still run into terminal space issues even with that stuff. All right, so we do have a Puka from alexconga. Oh, I think you have to trigger this shuffle. That's so many junk cards to miss it. 3 estates and 4 curses.
Oh no.
I mean, you would also have your witch and your Puka miss and some Ghost Towns, but man.
Time to inherit Bard. Here we go.
I mean, honestly, it's probably fine. Like, I think I would do it. Like, they already have some Ghost Towns, and Bard's better than Estate. And the boons can be useful.
Oh yeah. Spells are low.
Flame's Gift is incredible. Yeah, I mean, you're only going to get that like once ever, but
that still one good. Time you're going to miss the curse.
Yeah, so you knew you were going to have estates coming up here. I mean, I do want the Puka, but you could have if you inherit Bard, you're a lot more likely to be able to get Puka at the bottom of the shuffle anyway. So kind of that felt like a one-time opportunity. I mean, that they might hit it again at some point, but might be later enough that.
In here, gain a sculptor.
Yeah, Sculptor's pretty reasonable. Sculptor's pretty reasonable. You could also just take Baker, I guess. Like one Sculptor, though, should be better. Like the first Sculptor should be better than the first Baker. You can, it's pretty flexible. Like you can use it to just gain silvers or whatever, but you can also gain tunnels and ghost towns, although the ghost towns are almost out. But why the board hate? I mean, I think that's pretty clear. Like, I wouldn't, expect everyone to hate this board, but it's pretty ugly.
Has DZ said anything about the board?
I don't know.
Oh, Baker.
Okay, so they do go with Baker. Yeah, I would have preferred the Sculptor, but Baker's fine. I mean, starting up coffers does have some value. Okay, here we go with the inheritance.
Here we go.
Mastermind. Now that's...
What are you going to mastermind?
That is ambitious.
Time for Desperation Tunnel.
Yeah, I mean, there are 2 piles empty, but emptying a 3rd pile is not going to be fast at all. Oh, wow.
Here we go.
The immediate Flames gift.
Nice.
Incredible. Are they just going to buy Province? I think that would be pretty good. No?
Well, I mean, it makes more sense for them to gain a mastermind, I feel like, than for...
It does, but like, how often are you going to be able to buy Province?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I would have liked that.
Mm.
Oh, look at that value.
Nice. So nice. Well.
Another mastermind, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they should have.
Okay, so TheXtrategisT is just rushing the tunnels down at this point, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Which is not gonna...
It won't take much for Alex to outpace that.
Yeah.
Like buying a province here, and it's like...
Basically.
You need 4 of those 5 tunnels just... Sorry, 3 of those 5 tunnels just to tie. And in that time, probably they can pick up another green card if they need to. Oh, they didn't get to play... Oh, they played 1 mastermind. Okay. Also, alexconga has trashed way more copper than TheXtrategisT, even though they both have a Puka.
Oh, but alexconga got their Puka way earlier.
Yeah.
Way.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. All right. Well, we're being treated to a full best of 7.
Bonus Dominion.
Potentially even more.
Yeah, potentially.
Because this is where we differ in the league championships from the normal rules.
It's not a play-in match. Yeah.
Yes. So if the next game is tied, they need to continue playing until there's a winner.
Right.
Which could be forever.
I don't think it's randomized, right?
It is not randomized, no.
Yeah, this is like alexconga got to go first in game 1, so they get to go first in game 7.
Yes, that is correct.
Which is really the only reason that it would actually matter that they go first in the first game, I think. Right, because otherwise, if everybody wins when they're player 1, then you end up 3-3. All right, so we got Page and Battle Plan, or Page and Clashes.
We have Plus Buy.
Oh, and Journey.
We
do have Plus Buy. It is in the form of Baron, which is not the best, but it is there.
It is Plus Buy. I haven't figured out Journey. Like, is it a thing that you just like click time for? Or
no, but with Page on the board, maybe.
But like, Page doesn't leave. Like, you can't discard. Like,
no, yeah. It doesn't help. Right? It wouldn't help. But like, right, like what I mean is right here. Like you open up the page and then you,
journey.
Or like in the case of TheXtrategisT, you journey and then you buy Page. Like you just like cycling it faster.
Yeah.
It doesn't help if it's in play, but if it's not in play.
Yeah.
It's rare that I don't want to open Battle Plan because I'm afraid of like not having access to battle plans. But I think in this case, I would be fine with just. I think I would just journey. Yeah.
As TheXtrategisT?
As both, like journey. Yeah. Journey is TheXtrategisT, and then by Page, Journey is alexconga trigger shuffle. It's better for alexconga because they hold all the cards out of the shuffle.
Yeah.
But whatever. Just do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Journey is launched, but with +5 cards. No. It is a lot better than Launch. I mean, I would say that.
And handsome man.
By Maroon. I mean, I think you're going to get Maroon at some point. I just think, to start with, I want to Journey. I think Maroon was more reasonable for TheXtrategisT there than for alexconga. I think for alexconga, like Journey all the way.
Like here.
Journey bells, Journey all the way. Well, I mean, more so last turn than this turn. Like this turn, again, you're not like having cards miss the shuffle. Yeah, basically what Nave said.
Some poet.
I would still do it. I mean,
unfortunate.
Not.
But I mean,
you there's one estate in the discard, right? Like
anyway, right?
you're.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is totally fine.
Yeah.
The question is, okay, so I guess second Page. How do we feel about that?
I feel good about that. How do you feel about that?
I'm not sure. I don't really care about gaining treasures right now. Eventually, maybe. But I don't usually bother to hedge against warrior trashing. I feel like that's like it's rare enough that I'm just like whatever. Like I'm not gonna worry about it. If it happens, it happens, and I lose the game, whatever. But like it's not like a big enough risk to be like worth playing around.
I don't think I ever like. I like to have at least both. Like whenever there's Page, whenever there's
Peasant's completely different because I want all the disciples.
Yeah, sure.
Page, I'll take a free Page if like you know, if there's nothing better. But like in this case, there's Battle Plan for 3, and Battle Plan will activate off of Warrior. So like that's why I want Battle Plan. I think over second page. I don't know what's going on here and why we're playing 2 coffers. Battle Plan is not amazing. Battle Plan is going to be a lab with Warrior if you see it, and then it'll also give you access to Archer and Warlord, which are still relevant cards until somebody gets Champion down. So
Banish? Question mark?
Banish is definitely lower priority with Journey, and you are kind of game limited here. I don't know. I'd have preferred to just buy a card.
Locking out alexconga from the Clashes pile.
Well, sort of. I mean, they could still buy the cards that should face up in the pile.
But
yeah, like what Maharath said, I think I might have preferred to just take a Storyteller over the Banish because like the gain is valuable. But in any case, what do we take here as the TheXtrategisT on 4?
You can always go back cards.
I do think Storyteller is worse. Draw in general is worse. Draw and Thinning are both worse in the presence of Journey. So it's like, which one is more worse is the question. Payload is better. Control is worse when you have Journey, basically. This is nice. Crash the Maroon. That's... yeah, and it is true that, yeah, like getting the second page does mean that ultimately, like, you can do Storyteller stuff and have a bunch of treasures that you can use to draw if that's what you want to do. It also has some synergy with Hunter that way. T-Mog to turn Maroon into something else. I wouldn't mind T-Mog. You can T-Mog the Maroon, you can T-Mog silvers that you gain if you keep the Treasure Hunter around. Like, pick up a Baron that way. Also still wouldn't mind just like taking a Storyteller. Banish. I don't know, it's fine, I guess. Hey, activated Battle Plan.
Did we not journey because we didn't have enough money to buy a Warlord?
Well, they just bought the Warlord rather than journeying, which is... since they already had the Warrior in play, it kind of makes sense. Because they weren't going to be able to get any other travelers going.
Play their dungeon.
Man, they've already got a hero and a champion. That's pretty crazy. I mean, that's Journey. Yeah, Warlord is not is not particularly exciting here. I mean, it is draw,
but it's also not exciting because you don't have more than 2 copies of any given card. You don't even have 2 copies.
Well, also your opponent has a champion in play.
Yeah, sure, but like regardless of whether or not you have a champion,
yeah,
it's like not inhibiting.
Yeah, does activate battle plan. Baron
but alexconga doesn't have a battle.
No, I meant for TheXtrategisT, who took warlords. They do have the battle plan. Yeah, I think they should get a Baron. They could journey. I don't. What are these 2 cards? I'm just trying to decide whether they should buy journey or just buy the card that they want. It depends on whether that they want these 2 cards on top of their deck or not.
Probably copper.
They've banished a lot and trashed a lot. I don't think they
have other travelers, do they?
No.
So has to be copper.
Silver, I think.
Oh. Well, okay. So it's treasures anyway. It's not.
So journey.
No action cards.
Journey and get those off the top. T-Mog.
But they only have exile.
Yeah, but they've also trashed some with Maroon. Okay, they just go straight for the Baron, which is fine. I mean, I think I would have journeyed just to get the silvers off the top of the deck, but it's a fairly small optimization. They have minimal draw in their deck in any case. Like basically none. They just have the Maroon that can cycle.
What are we thinking?
I don't know. I guess thinking about whether exchange page, I would not really want a treasure hunter right now. Just realize I don't want this hero. Don't you? It seems pretty good. I don't know. Like,
why?
if you can take some storytellers.
But like, what are you trying to say?
They're just
like you don't.
They're just complaining. I don't know. Like, yeah, you're not. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you could turn it into a champion and play another champion to get it out of your deck if you hate it that much. But I wouldn't recommend it.
But it's also like fine in your deck.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's actively good.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see the argument that like right now they might prefer to have a warrior in their deck. Right now, while they don't have any storytellers, I could see the argument, but whatever. But then they get the treasure hunter. Okay. I don't want hero, but I do want treasure hunter.
I mean, I don't.
Well, if you're
the warrior, but yeah,
like your opponent is not gaining many cards per turn now, and they probably won't be in the near future. So, like, if you're like, oh, I want, I'd rather have these not stop cards, then like, why not wait on the treasure hunter until you've added some more draw? Dungeon might force a discard in journey turn. I don't understand what that means.
Well, if you play the dungeon now, and then you buy journey after turn.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah, okay. Well, of course, you don't need to, if you're buying Journey, you don't need to play all your treasures, so it's kind of fine anyway.
But do you even Journey here?
Possibly not. Given that you have the dungeon in play and the warlord in play, like your next turn is
warlord is also going to resolve.
Yeah. Right, yeah. So there's not really much advantage to journeying, I don't think. Yeah, and they don't.
Like, ever again, probably, right?
I wouldn't say that. Like, once you have a Baron, again, Journey gets better again. Like I kind of like journeying here as TheXtrategisT to be able to.
Without playing the Warlord?
No, I would play that because then you can activate your T-Mog and presumably T-Mog silver into Baron and then have the estate and the Baron in hand. And well, I mean, obviously you'd have the Baron in hand, but the point is if you have the Warlord in play, you're going to have enough draw to. Okay, well. Yeah, now without having the Warlord, you weren't guaranteed to see the cards that you wanted to see with that. So that's unfortunate. And now you don't have a Warlord in play coming into your next turn.
Yeah, risky business.
I mean, they wouldn't have anyway if they'd played the Warlord, but at least that turn would have been better.
So alexconga could just maroon the hero here.
They could, but
I
would not. I think they're just going to journey.
Yeah.
I think they should have. Oh, interesting. I would have liked to journey to try to line up Baron with estate. I would have also not played the. Well, yeah, I'd probably not play the Treasure Hunter if I was doing that. But
what are we building toward here? Are we building towards like double province or more barons or?
You are ultimately going to want to play with more barons, yeah, I think. In theory, you can, make that all work with a single estate. Play Baron, discard, draw. Play Baron, discard, draw. It's going to be pretty slow, like, to get there. But... Well, there's the second Baron.
Here we go.
I mean, eventually you have 3 of things. Like, eventually you probably have some, like a third Baron, Hunters, maybe Border Guards, I don't know. But it certainly takes a long time.
What are we? Surely you're not going to charge the state.
No, I think they want to play the hero before they play the maroon, maybe? I'm not sure.
To draw?
Storyteller first before Baron. Why? Oh, so you don't eat up the hero coins? Yeah, okay, that's fair. I mean, I guess it depends. It depends on whether you're gonna buy Journey or not. If you're gonna buy Journey, like, you don't.
Why would you
necessarily?
Really, why would you Journey?
Well, depends on what you buy, right? Like, if you buy stuff and then you buy Journey, I guess you only have 2 buys though. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. You just need another Baron.
Could have been a Baron.
Or not.
Province Baron.
They don't have a T-Mog either.
Baron Journey.
So they have limited upside here. alexconga does, but getting off off the blocks first on the provinces obviously has value. So TheXtrategisT definitely does not have as much payload because
oh well, they have 2 barons.
Yeah, but still.
Okay.
But they don't have the hero, right? So
yeah.
Although I guess
they don't.
Oh, they don't even have the warrior. Yeah, the warriors, alexcongas. Yeah, so they're low on payload. But they do have although trashing one of the barons definitely hurts, but they do have more potential, like growth potential. I just don't know if there's time for that to pay off.
Yeah.
There's no piles empty, which makes territory sad. Like adding the gold with the territory would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, that comes with limited plus buy.
Yeah.
Well,
but yeah, as it is, they added 4 coins of payload and a hunter, which I feel like is not really gonna get it done. Assuming alexconga can double province again this turn, it just seems out of reach for TheXtrategisT.
Yeah.
Especially with the T-Mog not even on the mat.
Okay. Decides against journeying.
Oh, I don't think that was the consideration.
So this is another double province.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a very like simple like line to play out. They could potentially dud, but even if they do, yeah, okay.
Wow. Well, congratulations to
Maroon Trash
alexconga.
was huge. Yeah, I don't really agree with that. Yeah.
Our season 64 E-champion.
Yeah, congratulations. Well played by both players. A good close match.
Very close.
Yeah, I do agree. The chat that like the warlords were not doing a whole lot. They're I didn't mind having the battle plans. Like I think with that, if you get some warriors, like, but the warlords were, that was like a lot of like time and effort to spend on something that wasn't doing a whole lot. But anyway, so yeah, it was also like I think it was the case that the games that TheXtrategisT almost won than they actually did win, right? Like the ones where we were like, oh, they missed this win, and then they went ahead and won the game anyway, right? Okay.
Yes.
So it wasn't like they had like, oh, if they had just like won this one game, then they would have won the match.
Yeah. No, it was very. I feel like they were very well matched, and it was very close.
Yeah, for sure. Close match. Like both players, like had games where they, you know, like played better, but like overall, like it was very back and forth, and yeah, it's a good match.
So, yeah, congratulations to both players on promoting to D.
Yeah, and as you already said, congratulations to alexconga for taking the E tier championships for season 64, and thank you everyone for joining us for this match, and thank you to my illustrious co-commentator for
That's me. In case you were wondering,
me on commentary.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and we will see you all later.
Goodbye.